Japan hates unique people. Being fat is illegal in Japan because
What? Not true. So there's a lot of video talking about some Japanese uniqueness on like some weird stuff. For example, as you know, we eat KFC in the Christmas. What else? Yeah, there's so many unique and weird stuff in Japan. But not all of them are true, actually. For example, like some say tipping is rude, which is not true. Some say you can't explore the shoulder because Japan is conservative, which is not true. You wear whatever you want. But I found the worst channel, I think, on the YouTube. KC, Kyoto Culture. I explore Japanese culture and it has 85k subscribers. But most of the information in this channel is bullshit.
Japan is lying about ramen because even though ramen is one of Japan's most iconic foods, it didn't actually come from Japan.
Who said ramen is originated from Japan?
Crazy is that ramen was actually stolen from China and it didn't blow up in Japan until after
We didn't
World War II.
steal.
And because ramen came in clutch during that time, it literally saved Japan from starvation. Japan
So origin of ramen in Japan is back to Edo period, I think. Tokugawa Mitsukuni, like a famous guy in a TV show. So some people say he's the one who ate ramen for the first time. But this kind of recent Japanese ramen culture came from after World War II. So there's a lot of Chinese immigrants at the time. So they started doing like Chinese noodle in Chinese style. And Japan adapted that style and then developed their own way. So original ramen is yes in China, but ramen in Japan is ramen in Japan.
Dating is impossible in Japan because even though Japanese people are open to dating foreigners, you'll first have to learn Japanese. But what's crazy is that even if you learn the language, dating is on the decline, with more people staying single. And because dating a foreigner is seen as a novelty, they might just...
I mean, I think it's rare, but I don't think it's related to nobody.
Only rich people eat fruit in Japan because
Everyone, in Japan, only rich people eat fruits. Such an advanced country.
Because even though you'd expect fruit to be cheap and easy to get, in Japan, fruit is a luxury item. But what's crazy is that this is because each fruit is carefully grown and harvested.
I mean, there's the fruits brand. Yes, you see a lot of crazy high-priced fruits, but at the same time, you see regular fruits, and regular people eat fruits. In case you believe this video, I need to tell you,
Making it so valuable that
we
it's often
eat
sold
fruits.
individually or in tiny packages. That's why
In the profile, it said, I love Japan and its culture. It looks like a... Whoever make this channel don't like Japan, actually.
Japan hates unique people because even though standing out is celebrated in many parts of the world, in Japan, being different could ruin your life. But what's crazy is that even small things like dyeing your hair or speaking your mind can make people hate you. And because Japan loves harmony, being unique could cost you your job. That's why
Yeah, I think we care harmony, and sometimes I think we care too much harmony. But if we really hate unique people, Japan won't be Japan.
being fat is illegal in Japan because
What?
even though Japan is one of the healthiest countries in the world, you can actually get taxed for being fat. But
What?
what's crazy is that this is under the Metabo law, which requires companies to measure
What
the
the
waistlines of employees over 40 every year. And because this law punishes companies with overweight people, they can get fined if you are too fat. That's why being fat
What?
is illegal in Japan.
I've never heard of it. You know what? I'm gonna report this misinformation. Yes, this is, yes, simple English.
You cannot tip people in Japan because
Oh,
in Japan, hard
again.
work and dignity are highly valued. So good service is just part of the job, not something that needs a reward. But what's crazy is tipping can actually be seen as an insult because
Really, how many videos talking about Japanese tips? This is huge lie. I mean, if we want a tip, please do it.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in Japan because they are actually holding Trump rallies all over Osaka. But what's crazier is that this is happening because Japan is dealing with foreigners going viral for disrespecting the culture and committing crimes all over Japan. So now, Japanese people are chanting for the president to build a wall around Japan.
No. How can we build a wall in the island?
Japan get involved in this? This is the crazy.
But I think in general, Japanese like Trumps. Japanese love Trump.
This girl had no idea her father was a Yakuza for 10 years. But when she found out, she shared their story online and people immediately assumed the worst. But what really shocked them was that behind his tough exterior was a loving father, fully supporting her dream of becoming a model and actress. Would you forgive him?
I mean, he's actor, right?
No idea her father was a Yakuza for 10 years.
Not real Yakuza.
Found out, she shared
This is actor. Oh my god, this account.
Sushi is better in Korea because even though Japan invented sushi, Koreans have perfected it. But what's crazy is that many Korean chefs actually trained under Japanese sushi masters, yet their sushi ignores traditional Japanese rules. And because the origins of Korean sushi are highly debated, some theories say Japan didn't bring it to Korea. That's why, even though Japan invented sushi,
I think this account is Korean.
Never marry a Japanese man because even though Japan is known for its rich culture, it's among the worst in the world for gender equality. But what's crazy is that Japanese husbands do only 18% of housework, the lowest rate globally. And
Okay, this channel hate Japan. Oh, by the way, I'm a proud house husband.
You can't retire in Japan because even though retirement is the dream for most people, in Japan it's nearly impossible. But
fuck. Average retire age in Japan is 60.
What's crazy is that Japan's aging population and shrinking workforce mean many people are forced to work until they die. And
not true. Not true. I mean, you see old people working there because that's their place. They love it. And then that makes them healthy. They're doing that. Not because they are forced to work. Oh my god, I hate this channel.
Underfunded, even retiring could leave you broke. That's why adults hate kids in Japan because even though kids are full of creativity and ideas, in Japan, adults often reject them. But what's crazy?
What does he mean? And what is that leg? What was it?
Product to help carry heavy school bags, which got ripped apart by adults. And because of this strict hierarchical society, Japan's economy is failing. That's why
adult hates kids in Japan. Only rich people can eat fruits in Japan.
Japan is lying about wasabi because even though wasabi is the most famous companion to sushi, 99% of it is actually fake. But what's crazy is that real wasabi only grows in very specific regions in Japan, requiring pure water and precise temperature.
That's true.
Because it's incredibly rare, each plant costs about $200. That's why.
Yeah, most wasabi, the things you see is not fresh wasabi, it's wasabi flavored.
Matcha is disappearing from Japan because even though matcha is a huge part of Japanese culture, TikTok has turned it into a viral obsession. But what's crazy is that some shops in Japan have completely run out of matcha and others have even stopped making it. And because of these influencers, finding real matcha in Japan has become almost impossible. That's why matcha...
I mean, not disappearing. You can still order. And I'm gonna order matcha from ippodo.com.
Oh!
What?
Japan wants you to get drunk because even though you expect a country to actually promote less drinking, in Japan, young people are starting to turn away from alcohol and it's hurting the economy. But instead of limiting drinking, Japan did something crazy and launched a competition to promote drinking to the younger generation. And
wait, meaning the Japanese government is promoting young people to drink?
save the economy. That's
What's
why
this?
Japan. This is the best ramen bowl in the world because it's made by this beautiful ramen master who, after losing her grandfather, took over his shop to keep his memory alive. But now she grinds harder than anyone, honoring her grandfather's legacy and pushing herself every day to become the greatest ramen master in the world. Which is why this is the best ramen bowl in the world because it's made by the...
So best ramen because of not flavor, because of heart.
This is one of the best ramen bowls in the world, and
Eh?
it may just look like
Another
a normal
best
ramen
one.
bowl, but after the chef travels 10 kilometers a day, you'll see he opens his beautiful stall and begins preparing the ingredients. After adding the broth, he places the noodles in the bowl with precise technique, ensuring every bowl has the same consistent quality. Then he adds the perfect
So this
amount
kind of
pork.
place is called Yatai Ramen. So it's also origin of kind of Japanese ramen style after World War II. To me, my best is, I ate a lot of ramens, but my best is Toraichiban Amagasaki. The best. And the Jiro Ramen.
These are 3 of the most unique foods in Japan. At number 3 is the biggest sushi restaurant in Tokyo. The sushi pieces are 3 times larger than usual, with thick, fresh toppings.
That's actually original sushi size. Sushi was kind of fast food. So there's a lot of rice and then just one piece of raw fish on the top. It's like a quick food.
You get a massive
So this
sushi
is
set with
authentic
miso
size.
soup. At number 2 is the whole premium beef tongue served in Ginza. They carve the highest quality beef tongue right in front of you and grill the thickest.
Oh,
most
that
delicious
actually
slices. And at
looks
number
so
1 is the
good.
thickest katsudon in Japan. This crispy cutlet is 4 to 5 centimeters thick and sits on runny eggs, making it a juicy and meaty bite. Would you try it?
Yes.
These are
Alright. I enjoyed a little bit. Oh my god, this channel. What do you think, guys? Did you believe this channel or not? And also, if you find this kind of channel, please let me know in a comment. Just know you can eat fruits in Japan in affordable price. So try it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. And also, if you know some like a channel or content creator like this, please let me know in the comment. I really want to talk about it. Whew. So what's happening here is 80% of exaggeration and a 10% of lie and a 10% of kind of hostile and a twisted love. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Alright, I love you all. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.